By golly, we got another one today. $49.95.95. You too can own this 1978 Dodge W-150.
Oh, dadgum, man. I gotta get me some glasses. These things are just falling apart. Good grief.
You don't know how to get to Rick's Rex? Well, I'm going to tell you. You take the I-69 bypass, loop off on Dog Lick Road, whip up 13th Street, and hang a right, baby, and you're here.
Who says you can't polish a turd? Welcome to RCindustry. Well, what is going on? This thing's about to fall off. Well, good grief. Well, hey, it's Rick here, and today we're going to try to get some stuff done. We have got a problem over there on the War Wagon. The old girl hasn't sold, and I've been driving it, and I got to tell you, the old steering wheel's about to fall off of it. I don't know what in the world's going on with it, and I don't know who put it on there. And we don't have the original steering wheel or any of the guts that probably came off of the original steering. So, we're going to do the right thing and make it just like brand new. Thanks for subscribing. Go back and check out all the videos on the War Wagon. There's a whole series. Just go down there and click on it. Yeah, why not? It's free. Okay, well, like I said, the old War Wagon out here, we've been driving it, using it as our daily driver right now. We as you know, we did sell the CrustyChrysler. It's not sitting out there anymore, guys. And there was a young man from down in Owensboro, Kentucky that bought it, and he's all excited about it. So hopefully we'll see that car around again, you know. But anyway, what I'm talking about today is this steering wheel, for some reason, is all loose down in here. And, you know, they got this double nut on here, which is not factory, I don't think. And these little doogie whoppers here, that just fell right out of there. So I'm kind of worried driving down the road that thing might come off in my hand, and then, you know, we'd have to try to steer from this little thing here. So anyway, let's see what we can get into. All right, show you more. Okay, well, what we got here is some definite loosage. So I got me a forged Ally steel made in China. So, and we got us a big beater here. Well, that's probably about a medium-sized beater. And we got these all-purpose Harbor Freight made in China. And then we got us a little socket set over here. So I don't even know if we're going to need a socket on this, because that looks like that just come right out with your hands. Who in the world? And I've been driving this thing this way. I mean, I'm not necessarily proud of that, but now that one's tight. So we got one screw that's tight. So let's see here once. I don't have any idea what size that is. It must not be metric. I suppose that's probably a 3/8 or something. I don't know. Nope, 7/16. You can comment down below and tell me why you think this thing's put on here like this. There's got to be a better way, guys. Yeah, that one there's tight. But I don't think the rest of them are very tight. Okay, there's that. Oh yeah, now she just played. Well, anyway, anything you want to do with her now. Hey, kick her down, baby. All right, let's see if we can get this off of here. I don't know why this is double nutted. They should have triple screwed it or something. I don't know. Oh, there we go. I guess they was afraid it was going to come off there, but it ain't going to come off, I guess, but it ain't going to stay on there very good either, I wouldn't think. Let's see if we can get this one off there. Oh, yeah, she's coming right off there. man. Oh, she's about to come on off there, all right. Goodness gracious. Maybe you guys have had this problem before. I don't know. I never was much for these aftermarket steering wheels anyway. Let's see, this one is the 500. Superior Performance Products. What do you reckon that's worth? 10 horsepower? I don't know. And then this fancy little doodad here, that must be, I don't know. I guess that goes right over that. That appears to have been driven on there. So it looks like this is the only thing that this is supposed to be screwed down just like they did it, but them screws is all wallered out, guys. Yeah, that's not too cool. We may have to see if we can tap these out to a bigger size or something. Alright, show you more. Well, that stupid thing there ain't never worked. Well, by golly, it does work. We'll all be dipped in thin. Now, these things that came out of here were fine thread. And them threads is just about all shot. I mean, they ain't much down in there, guys. So I've got me some coarse thread ones here. But what I want to do is I'm going to run a new tap down in there and at least get the bottom of this part, kind of the tap, you know, I'll use a bottoming tap and we'll clean this out all the way down. Because this is pressed on there just like your steering wheel would have been pressed on there. The factory one or whatever. So let's see how deep this goes down in here. There's a lot of crusties down in here. So let's kind of measure that. This is high tech here, boys. So see, that looks like that's just about right, because you got to figure we got the thickness of the steering wheel and that little chrome rusted plate that goes over all of this. So I'd say these are about the right size, and they'll almost start to thread in there. So let's get us a bottoming tap and see if we can clean these threads up. Alright, show you more. Alright, well, we got to find us a tap. This is, I think, a 1/4 coarse thread. So we've got to get us a tap here. Oh, gosh. These things are such a mess. Feller needs to invest in a good set of these. I just don't have any. Let's see. And I want a bottoming tap. Well, there's my bottoming tap, and I remember from the last time. Yeah, I broke that. Maybe I can grind that down. So let's see if we can find another one. 1/4. What's this one here? That one says, I can't read it. Oh, here we go. What's this one? 1/4. Hot. It's hot. We got it, baby. Okay. All right. Well, let's see if we can grind this 1/4 down, because it, like I said, she's broke. All right, show you more. Well, we better get this girl plugged in here. Is this the right one? I don't even know. Hey, there she is. There she blows. Let's see if we can get. Yeah. We got a ways to go. Well, there you got her. Now we've got another bottoming tap. It ain't got much threads on it, so I don't know. But the top part of that we're going to be threading or putting threads in is all wallered out anyway, so we'll get it started with this one, and then we'll run this one all the way down in the bottom. Alright, show you more. Alright, guys. and gals. So the idea is to get this baby threaded all the way down in there, and we're going to thread this one as far as it'll go, and then we're going to step it up with this this one we just kind of modified a little. But you know, it was already broken, so it's not like it's a big deal. All right, so let's get started here with this one. And I've actually got this little duker here. It may not work, I don't know. Ouch. Well, it must not be for this size, or else I don't know how to use it. One of the two. Ugh. There we go. We're shitting in tall cotton now, as old Ernie Collins would say. That's a quote, by the way. I personally have never done that. But let's get our Roadkill Customs towel out here. Wipe that up a little bit. This thing was kind of oily. Now I'm going to spray a little brake clean down in here. Right in the face. That's handy. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I got all that grime out of there. So let's see what we got here. I believe that's about as far as she's going to go. Oh yeah, see, that pulled out all them good things down in there. Let me get you up here where you can see this. Okay, so what we got, if you look down in there, I don't know if this thing will focus very good, but you can see that we actually got some threads down in there now. And, you know, this is just old pop metal, so it's just cheap as you could. I mean, that high performance stuff, that's kind of a, this is just about as cheap as you can get right here. Anyway, alright, I'm going to take and go ahead and clean these out, and then we're going to switch over to the bottoming tap. Alright, show you more. Okay, so let's get this thing switched over to that homemade bottoming tap there a little, if we can. Ugh. Oh, she's tight. Come on now. Just play friendly. Oops. She came out of there. Let's see what we can do with this thing. Now, something I want to do before we put this all back together is this thing right here is, you know, just gingerly on there, and it looks like it's, you know, it's been through a battle or something. It's kind of bent. So what I want to do is, you know, since we've got this kind of apart, you know how I am, I want to make it like brand new. So we're going to go ahead and clean this up a little with our Scotch-Brite pad here. Get some of this rust off. You know, clean her up a little. It ain't hurting anything. And then we'll we're going to take some of this amazing goop, and we're going to put a dab of that. Oh my gosh, where's our Chinese pliers at? We got to get this thing off of here. Oh, there we go. So let's get this opened up, and let's put a dab or do on this. That ought to be way plenty. You know, just take that outie and shove it in that innie, and there we go. Alright, so let's polish this up just a little. Oh, she looks just like brand new. Look at that right there. We even got a little chrome tip out here on the end of that. Wow, can't beat that. Alright, let's stick this on here. Just like so. Wipe off that excess. Got our roadkill rag here. If you haven't checked into or logged in or subscribed to Roadkill Customs, I would do that. It's a good channel. Nice guy. Okay, so let's let that dry, and let's go back and look at the steering wheel and that little weird chrome plate thingy that hides all this. Let's see if we can clean that up. Alright, show you more. Okay, well, we're back here on the workbench, and you know, this thing is just kind of, I don't even know if it'll clean up, but it is just rusty, and it just doesn't look good. So let's just see what we can do once. This old chrominated steel is just kind of rusty. So I think it'll clean up. See? That's looking better already. Alright, I'm going to do the rest of this, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Show you more. Alright guys, well, I had to break out the big guns because that there surface rust is way more than I can get with this thing. So, alright, let's see what we got here. Oh, look at there. It says number 27 on it. Does that mean 27 extra horsepower? Who says you can't polish a turd? Alright guys, we're going to take a little of this antique turtle wax here, and we can keep our rag from blowing away. And we're going to smear a little of this on here. You know, polish this thing up like you should. And I mean antiques too. This stuff is old. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. She's looking just like brand used now. Get that all polished up on there. That'll keep that from rusting. Not. But it'll look good for a day. Alright, let's put some on this wheel too. Alright, show you more. Okay, we're going to take a Roadkill's Customs rag here. Polish this up a little bit. Kind of buffer out, you know. Oh yeah, these are multi-purpose rags. They do everything. You can get soak up grease with them, and we're gonna see if we can put on some Armor All with it. I think you can just do it all. Look at that. Man, if that don't look like brand used, I don't know what does. Let's get some Armor All and put on this thing. See if that'll clean that old dry, I guess that's foam rubber. I don't know. Okay, looks like the flavor of the day is Armor All Original Protectant. I bought this at a garage sale, so I have no idea if this even comes out of there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So just put her on there liberally, you know, just squirt it on there. And then take your multi-purpose Roadkill Customs rag and just rub that in there. Just like so. Wow. It's looking more like brand used every minute. Well, what I was noticing was that about 17% of you subscribe. The other 87% of you that watch my videos, yeah, you don't subscribe. And it doesn't cost anything. And you're going to watch commercials regardless, so unless you buy the premium package, and then you get YouTube music and YouTube TV and some other stuff like that, but that's a whole nother subject. But yeah, go ahead and subscribe, because we're trying to we're trying to keep you full of content here, and we're wanting to get another project going once we get this one done. And but I do appreciate all of you who have subscribed and liked and shared already, so I really appreciate that. And just get on there and support your local YouTuber, because we're out here trying to make content for you, and you know, it ain't free. I mean, somebody's got to pay for all this used stuff we're putting on here. So anyway, let's get this put back together and see what we got. Show you more. All right, well, before we start putting this together, we're just going to take some of this high dollar yard sale stuff here and kind of spray up in here a little bit too, because you know, it's looking like it needs it. I don't think this thing's had the dust wiped off of it in 30 years, because it's looking pretty rough up in here. So, you know, we need to clean it up a little bit once in a while. It ain't gonna hurt anything. These old Mopars are getting harder to find, guys. I mean, I laugh about this old truck and talk about it all the time, but it's actually a nice vehicle. You know, for the age and for the amount of abuse it's taken over the years. Alright, got that taken care of. I don't better hang that there. That's a little trick me if I get out. Alright. Now, I blew that out down in there, and I want to take, before we go together, finally, I'm going to test fit it here in a minute. But we're going to put some of this red Loctite on here. Actually, it says it's blue, but the package is red, but it's blue. Anyway, this is a removable one, but I want this to be as tight as we can get it, because, you know, I'm not real crazy about driving down the road and, you know, be going, and then it come off in your hand. I mean, that's just not too cool. So we don't want that. So we're going to use some of this on it. So let's see what we got here. So we know this little number 27, or 27 extra miles a gallon, goes on here like so, and that looks correct. That is the way that goes on there, because if you had the rest of this kit with the horn part and all that, which is missing, the horn wire would come up through there and come through here and then plug into the horn cap button thing. So, but we ain't got none of that. And then we got to put this here wheel on here, and then see it comes up through that hole there too. So you know where that goes. And then we're going to see how much thread we got on here. That looks about right. And I'm going to put a lock washer on each one of these. I think that'll do pretty good. And then we'll get that all tightened down, and I think we'll have it. Alright, show you more. Alright, let's see what we can get done here. I think we've got it all on there, and I'm going to actually put a lock washer on here too, you know. I mean, we're just going to go way overboard here. And you all can comment down below and tell me what I'm screwing up on. And actually, you know, you can tell me, oh, that gets everywhere. Okay. She warmed right up in the old sun. It's alright, we'll use our Roadkill Customs rag there. But you can tell me if I'm screwing up here. But I tell you what, I ain't happy about this thing coming off, going down in my hands going down the road. So, you know, gotta do something. I don't think there's enough threads to put that lock washer on there, so that's cool. We'll just put this on there. Okay. I think this one will tighten up with a lock washer though. If I can get it on there, I'd just soon put it on there. But you know, there wasn't a whole lot of threads left on some of them. If you saw it when we took it apart, that thing was pretty bad. Ain't the old dash in this truck nice? Compared to that old 75 we had, if you remember that one, why, you could just touch this and it just disintegrate. So this one's nice. You do have this big hole up in here. I'm thinking if I got to keep driving this for a little while, if it ain't going to sell, we're going to have to put some tunes in this. Just thinking out loud. All right, let's get us a. We're going to put this on here. We're going to set this at a, I don't know, about 0.1800 inch-pounds. We're going to crank her down. Whoops, not in that direction we ain't. All right. Click. 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 All right, I think we're good to go there. Now, I don't know why we need two of these big nuts on here. So this is actually the column nut that probably came off the original wheel. As you can tell, it's got them little doogie whoppers right there. Yeah. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it or not. All right, so we're going to run this down on there and just see once if it'll tighten up, because it may not. I don't know. It's supposed to have a washer under it, I think. But we don't have none of them parts. Let's see if it'll tighten down. If it won't, we'll get us a washer and put under there. Well, man, oh man, these are hitting them side pieces there, and she ain't wanting to go on there too good, guys and gals. Ooh. Okay. Yep. Okay. I see how you want to play. All right. Well, we'll do it this way then, and we'll just use these Chinese pliers against this Chinese wrench, and we'll just do it a little at a time. There we go. It's a working. She's a working now. I don't know. I believe that's as tight as we're going to get it with this old wrench. We need to get us some good tools. I'll tell you what, this is rough. That's got to be good enough, because she's a twisting the rubber off, or the metal off of that. So, hey, look at there. Yeah. There it is. She's all nice and tight now. And don't it shine pretty? I'm telling you what now, that thing's looking pretty slick. Now we've got all this play in the steering wheel, which we probably had before, but the steering wheel was so loose before you couldn't tell. So that's probably in a drag link or something up underneath the front end. We'll have to check that out and see what we got to fix there. All right. Like I said, wouldn't it be nice to have some tunes in here? You could just... Yeah, I think may have to work on that. Okay, guys and gals, thanks for coming along today. We got some work done on the war wagon, and you know, the old girl is what it is, but it's a pretty nice old truck, you know, for what it is. So anyway, thanks for coming along today. Be sure and like and share, and get out there and fix some of this stuff. You guys can take a little of anything and make it work. I mean, if you really want to. I just like driving old junk. And, you know, I know there's channels out there that talk about they're the true channel on fixing things for little money. But, hey, if you guys watch my channel, you know that I hardly ever spend any money on anything. Well, first of all, I ain't got it. So, you know, but the second thing is I just always like fixing stuff with what you got. So Like I said, thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for coming along. Be sure and like and share, and we'll catch you the next time. And remember, we're making things just like brand used here, baby.
I was walking down the street, I was minding my own affair.
Run, Tallulah, run!
Hi, baby.